you've got mail.
Okay, let's try this again. Hi everyone. The reason I said that is because not 10 seconds after I started recording this, well, a little more than 10 seconds, I actually finished most of the video, the entire file corrupted, and I lost the original unboxing of this video. I did get something, I went through everything, I'll go through it again, but oh my god, just keep in mind this was much better packed when I did it the first time. I already took everything out and then lost the footage. I have no idea what happened. When I tried to run it through my computer, it was saying it was 9,000 hours long, which is physically impossible because this camera cannot record 9,000 hours. So, what I was unboxing is this wonderful thing that a fan sent in who wants to remain anonymous. This is a Raspberry Pi kit, a full kit, which I'm very excited about. Again, keep in mind, this was much better packed the first time I did it. So, in our kit, we have all these wonderful things. These wonderful things. I'm not in frame properly because I'm angry at the fact that I'm having to do this over. It was very good the first time. I really nailed it, okay? I'm pissed off about this. So, we'll go through each thing individually. Starting with the computer itself. This is a full desktop computer. It's a very, very small computer. It's a Raspberry Pi Model 4 4GB version. This thing is capable of a lot of stuff. I said Model 4, it's Model B. I'm sorry. The description on the back of the box, that's what I'm trying to get to, is it has a 64-bit quad-core Cortex A72 processor, 4 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, 2 micro HDMI ports, 2 USB 3.0, 2 USB 2.0, Ethernet, wireless, Bluetooth. This thing is really cool, okay? And we'll look at it, what it actually looks like on the inside, last. This is going to go right here. As you can tell, I already did this. This is our case. This is what it will be sitting inside of. It's not a bad little case. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll open up boxes afterwards. First, let's get everything out. These are our important documentations. These will just go right here. Yeah. These are taped to this, so I'm going to pull them off and then put them back. These are heat sinks. Tiny, tiny heat sinks. And we'll just put those right here for now. This is the power supply. This is going to give our boy some life. One tiny fan for all your tiny fan needs. This is the actual memory. This is going to be like our hard drive because, you know, it's a tiny computer, so it's got to have a drive of some kind. It's an SD card. You can kind of see it. All this shiny paper, I know. So there's that. This is our power on-off switch. We're going to need this. This is a micro USB card reader for loading up the different operating system and bootloaders and all the things that we need on there. One micro HD to regular HD compatible cable. And one handy dandy quick start guide filled with so many wonderful little things. This book, as well as everything else, recommends the operating system that you use on this machine is an operating system called Noobs. And you can do that, which is not the operating system. Noobs is like the bootloader. What am I talking about? Anyway, point is, they also say that you should use, their example in here is, for example, Raspbian, which kind of looks like that. Raspbian is a Raspberry Pi version of the Debian operating system, which is the core component of the Ubuntu operating system. And if that name sounds kind of familiar, especially if you've watched this channel, it's because Ubuntu is the core component of the operating system I use on all my systems, called Xubuntu. And it is essentially the same operating system, just with a different GUI, Ubuntu uses a GUI called XFCE, and it's very minimalistic, and I specifically like it because it's small, and I've tuned it to look like, you know, OS 8. I'm sorry, OS 2. So all my computers look like ancient computers. It's intentional. You know, we're talking about a machine that has, you know, all these wonderful newer parts, but the operating system looks like Windows 95. It's a stylistic choice. So I'm not, you know, alien to this setup. I know kind of how the whole thing works. So let's put some of this stuff back in the box. Some of this stuff we're not going to use because we're going to open our boxes, our main boxes. Not so much this one. It's a power supply. You know what a power supply looks like. Really, it's just that. It's like a little laptop power supply. It's not really that amazing, so we're not going to open him up. We're going to move this stuff out of the way. And again, like I said, when I did this the first time, this was more organized. Not so organized this time because I'm having to do it again. So, first things first, let's start with our case. It's a rather nice little case. They make these in many different ways. You can even buy cases for this computer from a website, I believe it's called Brickset, who makes Raspberry Pi cases out of Legos. So this is our case. This is our simple, it's got the little thing, it's kind of reflective. It's kind of pretty. It just kind of separates like that. And that's where your computer goes. It sits right in there. There's your ports. There's some ports on the other side. You know, it's a computer case. This guy just kind of slides right back on top. Just like that. Good, good, good. I got fingerprints all over it because this is the second time I'm doing this. I'm good, I know. So, let's just put him back in the box for now. We'll do a full assembly later. But this is the main event. This is the big guy. This is the computer itself. And it looks like this. And it is a very tiny computer. But it is actually a computer. And we're going to do a little camera trick here. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Yeah, buddy. I can get that zoom going with this remote. That's cool. So, come on, focus. 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 Alright, you're not going to focus. Whatever, let's zoom out a little. So, this is the system. As you can see, it's already got the markings. It's upside down, but... No, it's upside down to me. No, it's upside down to you? Okay. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. So, this is what the system actually looks like. Fully extracted from the box. Here's our ports. USB 2.0, standard, Ethernet. On this part right here, we have our audio, our HDMI 1, HDMI 0 power, and that is it. We're just going to drop it right back in the box like that. And that's the system. That is an entire computer right there. And I have to put a little stuff on there. We're going to put the heat sinks on. I got to go through the documentation because there is a way to do this the proper way. I have to put the fans and everything into the case. But essentially, you can kind of see, I'll put the case next to it. I'm not going to put it in the case yet because I still have a lot of work to do on it. But you can kind of see how it's supposed to fit in there. If you have it like this, it just settles right there on the bottom. And it just sits on those little things. And that's it. There's our Raspberry Pi. Now the beautiful thing about this is it's such a tiny computer and it has so many capabilities. It is like I said, it's got 4 gigs of base RAM, which is a lot for something this little. They make, I think, slightly bigger versions, but 4 gigs is more than enough for what we need to do. A lot of this is going to be used possibly in streams, possibly in videos, most likely in streams, to experiment with different versions of micro operating systems made by different distributors. I've only ever really used Debian Core Ubuntu systems. I know of the other ones. I know about what is it? There's another RetroPie and stuff that were made for this. There's specifically a Ubuntu version, if I'm not mistaken, made for these as well. There's also stuff like Arch. I don't really know if that's going to work on this, but we have Arch, we have Kali, we have all this other stuff. And we'll be going through those on stream eventually, because I want to learn some more of this stuff, and you guys have expressed interest in seeing this kind of weird experimental stuff that I do. So that's what we're doing. It's going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a lot of strange experiments. And hopefully it comes out good. Hopefully you like it. I'm going to zoom back out. How do I do this again? There it goes. Okay. I'm still getting used to these controls. But either way, that's our video for today. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have anything you would like to send me, that address for the mailbag stuff should be on screen right about now. Or maybe before, or maybe after. I don't really know. If you have a story you'd like to send me so I can read it on the channel, you can do that by sending it to r/Moonhorse Stories. And if you'd like to keep the lights on in here so we can keep doing stuff like this, check out my merch store. All the links and descriptions and all the things should be in the little drop-down description box below this video. Thank you all for watching so very much. I am really excited about this. I know it doesn't sound like it because this is the second time I've had to do this. I was super hyped the first time, and I'm really mad that we lost that footage, but this is going to be a crazy awesome experiment. I'm probably going to do a thing about assembling it. I don't know. I may do a video of it. I may just do it myself. I haven't really decided, but either way, that's it for this video. Thanks for being here, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. Goodbye.